need to stand up. This is no time for neutrality. It is absolutely necessary that we all stand up and rally around because Unity Party is a disaster. You can't let Unity Party come to power. The whole idea, first and foremost, for Joe Buckeye is some financial cushion. The old man knows that it's not really the presidency he wants because he's not going to make much of a change there if he really wants. Is for him is a way to escape uh, the very difficult life that he's lived for the last couple of years, while basically living off of people, is some kind of financial cushion for him. And this is not what the Liberian presidency is for. You know, he doesn't have the energy, he doesn't have the stamina. Age is not in his favor, his health is not in the best shape. He just wants to take the country and give it to Jeremiah Cohn, which you all reject and refuse. So that is exactly what we're all trying to do here, to ensure that we don't have a situation where Buckeye plunges this country into the hands of people who could who could destroy this country. And that's what we're trying to do here, my man. Just to keep it steady, keep it peaceful. That's what we're trying to do. Nobody's saying here George Weah is a savior or a messiah. That's not what we're saying. What we're saying, Unity Party cannot be trusted. What they bring to the table is dangerous. And Joseph Boga has no contacts. He can't rescue you. If he could rescue you, he would have been able to rescue himself. That's the moral of the story. The moral of the story is that Joseph Boaga is incapable after serving as vice president for 12 years and 30 other years in government. He was he could not put away some nest egg, as the Americans would call it, to look out, to take care of himself in rainy days. He could not look beyond his days in government. How can such a man be able to rescue a country? He cannot do that. And that's what the country needs to know that. And all this stuff about having integrity and all that kind of stuff it's a lie. We found these things out. It was just difficult for us to come out there and to speak. But the public needs to know, what he did to Alice Cummings, what he used me to do, essentially, made us get Alice Cummings' money under the disguise or the pretext that he was open to having a genuine political discussion with Cummings. Only because he wanted to eat Cummings' little money, and then came back to me asking me to ask Cummings for another $300,000. Joseph Boaga is a crook. He's not the man you all think he is. I showed you some evidence of that today. Fighting with his nephew Jake for the $5,000 business. Oh, Henry, don't let Jake eat my $5,000. I mean, this is a small-minded man who's just looking for small money to chop. He doesn't have what it takes to lead a country. That's what it is, guys.
Yeah, Costa, man. Before I bring in the guys and jump in, but it's scary though. People were shocked to the revelation that was made today. People they're very nervous about what's going to happen, and people are changing their minds. What I noticed, the voters that most people that voted for Boyka in the first round, especially in Montserrado, they are changing their minds. And make no mistake, what we reviewed today, people are having second thoughts. So anybody think that, especially those who were considered independent, who are on the fence, they're having second thoughts. But again, people say you're insignificant, but apparently each time they say you're insignificant, your numbers, your popularity goes up. Whenever you make an appearance on social media, it goes up. But why do you think it's driving? Why is your numbers going up and instead of it going down? Why do you think the cause?
Well, my brother Tomali, don't mind them. They will tell you that, but they themselves don't believe that. They know that for 5 years we resurrected, we literally breathed life back into what was then the dead Unity Party after the elections in 2017. When Joseph Boakai, let me tell you guys, you all need to know why I started to raise money to sustain Boakai. This is it. One day in 2020, I spoke with Joe Boakai. And Joe Boakai told me, and I asked him, Uncle Joe, do you want to run again? He said, Henry, no, I can't. I said, why? I said, it looks like you could win this thing, He said, no, Henry, the reason I cannot run is I cannot even take care of myself. I said, I said, things are that bad. He said, yeah. I said, what about your pension? As former vice president, he said, well, they gave me 800 US and 35,000 Liberian dollars. He said, so Henry, how could I run? How could I run if I don't have anything? I can't even take care of myself. I said, okay, so if I could find some money to sustain you, could you get back in this thing and be active again? He said, yes. My boy, yeah. This is how Bwaka became a presidential candidate. So I said, okay, I will go hustle. And I went about hustling, guys. I went to my friends, my Lebanese friends.
Seems like the light is gone, huh?
Yeah, you'll come back. You'll come back.
Yeah, see, he went off. Seemed like the
back.
power went off.
Yeah.
Yes.
But Robert, man, charming.
Look,
what's so far what you heard?
look, I want to be very clear. I think that everyone should speak their mind, and I think that's what Heron is doing. But if I was campaigning for Joseph Boakai, though, I think that we have 8 more days to these very important elections. And instead of going after Costa, what I will be doing though, I will focus more energy on campaigning and selling Joseph Boakai and making the case why George Weah should not have a second term. I think I will spend most of my energy doing that because, like you said earlier, Costa. He's not on the ballot. He and you can't. You can have your opinion about Costa and whether or not you like him and why you don't like him. But realistically speaking, he does have some sort of influence in our politics, and there are people who listen to him. He has a following, and you cannot take that away